Now, today marks the 50th anniversary of the partial decriminalisation of homosexuality, a revolutionary change in England and Wales.
The Sexual Offences Act began the slow process of liberalising British laws towards lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender rights. Yet many legal changes in the UK have only taken place in recent years.
Let's talk about this now with campaigner Terry Stewart, who's with us on the sofa. Very good morning to you, Terry.
Good morning.
It's such an important day in many ways, and I know it sort of puts things in context a bit. You brought a document with you, haven't you? Well, this is very much linked to your past, and you grew up in Northern Ireland. Just tell us what this document is first.
Well, under the Alan Turing ruling, the government decided that people could apply for a pardon, anyone that had a homosexual conviction.
So you had a conviction. This is dating back to when?
1981.
Okay.
That conviction remains on my record, which means if I apply for a job or apply to an organisation to be part of that organisation, that will show up, and I can be guaranteed I might as well be on the sex offenders risk.
What was the conviction for?
Well, I was convicted of importuning. Importuning is where you apparently are supposed to approach another individual with a view to having or procuring homosexual relationships with them. I mean, if you were to walk up Lover's Lane with your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you would be mainly having a day out. If you were gay, that was completely different.
And
you
the
were
significance of what you're doing today is that this is you're petitioning now to get that to make that null and void.
No, absolutely. I mean, with my Union Unite, we've membership of 1.5 million people are supporting us. I want that conviction quashed, but not just me, but there's something in the region of 15,000 other people who are in the same position. Because the way the law works is, of all those people, only 150 people were eligible for a pardon since the Turing ruling.
When you think about your story, and obviously you'll remember, people watching don't know about your history. I mean, you were born in Belfast, yes. And your family, I think it's fair to say, wasn't very sympathetic to your sexuality.
Well, my family were the same as any family in terms of coming from a Catholic Irish background. My family loved me. The problem they had was the same that every family had. It was the church and the community which were pushing them down a road which was quite detrimental to me.
So you moved to the UK?
I moved to London because we're talking about a period in the north of Ireland when it was difficult to be heterosexual, let alone homosexual. And to a very large extent that hasn't changed very much, because at this moment in time they're fighting for the right for equality in terms of same-sex marriages, and the same for women and their rights for reproduction rights.
It's interesting you mentioned the issue of things not changing much, and yesterday, of course, overnight we were reporting on Donald Trump's tweets about transgender people not being allowed to serve in the US military. And some people are equating, if you like, that battle now for that group of people to some of the battles that your generation fought over the right to be homosexual, not to be convicted for those things.
Well, the least said about Donald Trump, the better, as far as I'm concerned. I think in terms of the change that need to happen now in comparison when I was a young man, I think the priority has to be with young people. Young people are the most vulnerable people that we have in our community, and they need to be protected. And if a government policy says every child matters, then every gay, lesbian, transgender person needs to be included, and that they need to be protected, and need an educational system which avoids them being brutally bullied as I was at school.
It's been very good to talk to you. I wish we had more time to talk to you. Good luck with your petition, your pardon today. Terry, thank you.
Thanks, Terry. 7:26 the time. It's time to get the news, travel and weather where you are. See you in a moment.